What is up, traders? This is it. I'm going to show you how I made $1,000 trading the Forex market today and how you can do the same. I'm going to tell you exactly what was going through my head and the trades I took. Now, this isn't a one-off. I do this consistently. First of all, my name is Hunter. Welcome to Hunter FX. The reason I made this video today was because the other day I was watching another YouTube video on another Forex channel, and I'm not going to name what channel it is, but he does something quite similar to this. He talks to the camera, he teaches some things, and he made a video that said his 2019 profits, and he was going to reveal them, right? And this I thought was great. This guy, I watched a couple times. He's got quite a few followers, and he talks like he knows what he's doing. He's doing live streams, things like this, right? So I thought going in, this is going to be great. He's going to have a good return. I'm going to be proud of him. I like this guy. He seems like a nice guy. And then he revealed what he made in 2019. He made 6%. Now, I don't know if you know how big 6% is, but you can make a lot more just putting it in an index fund. And if you did it this year, you would have made like 30% this year in 2019. Now, just to be clear, this guy, I like him, and he's clearly not trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes because he's being honest with the profits he's getting, and he's actually doing better than most traders. The fact that he was consistently profitable over a full year is very good. So it seems to be a really common thing that there's lots of guys on YouTube that are teaching things without really being that profitable. I would say this guy is break even in the long run, right? I'm not trying to bash him, but there's a lot of other guys that actually aren't even making any money, and these are the fake guru guys, right? And anytime somebody comes onto YouTube, people are going to be doubting their profits. And even worse, what if they trust that they actually are profitable and then they buy these services that they're offering? And then that's really terrible for the end user. As this channel's starting up, I just want to come out right away and show you some of my profits from yesterday, just as the first time I've thought of it. So we're gonna jump into that. Before I show this to you, I just want to make it very clear, I am not trying to sell you anything. There's plenty of free knowledge that's going to be given to you for free on this channel. I do not want to teach beginner things. Hell, I do not even want to show beginner things on this channel. There's plenty of other basics of Forex on other YouTube channels. This is not the one for the basics. However, I do only deal with advanced traders. So, in the future, if you do become advanced enough and you do get stuck, feel free to send me a message. All I ask from you now is watch the free content, like and subscribe my videos, because I'm doing this just as a hobby. I'm going to do this part completely unedited so that you can see. This is the profits of yesterday's trading account, just about $1,000. You can see the real banner there and my name, Hunter, just so that you know it's me. And you're probably wondering, what was that $40 plus minus? That was just a crypto bonus. I had traded with crypto. I deposited some Bitcoin, and I just had some money lying around in another account, so I had just transferred it over, and that's just like a deposit bonus or something like this. I guess if I trade enough, they deposit it in, so it was just a credit, right? So the thing you're probably wondering, the title of the video says made $1,000 in a day, and it was just short of $1,000 of that's realized profit. Mind you, by the end of the next day, I had closed out some other positions, or during the beginning of the day actually, that I had opened that day. So it was more like by the end of those closures, it was more about $1,300 US. This is just the next thing I wanted to show you guys. You can see that for some reason my FX book isn't updating, but this is just a live screenshot that I took from that same account, and you can see it's actually hasn't updated since January 1st, and today recording this is the 24th. So this was actually before I had made that $1,000 day, so this should actually say something like 25-30% just for this week. So this is just kind of to show you that I am doing this consistently and with a small drawdown, so you can see less than 3% drawdown. So I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm risking less than 1% of my account every trade, and I'm just making a lot of scalp trades throughout. So because I'm trading with a larger volume here, I'm actually at any given time I have multiple lots open, and this is my scalping account, so I'm only allocating 1% risk at maximum, so I'm using much less than 1% actually per trade. So if I had a $1,000 account, each trade would only lose $10. I have various accounts for various things: a scalping account, an investing account, positional account, and a swing trading account for different types of trading. Based on what I'm going to show you next, you're probably going to be able to figure out roughly how much I have in my scalping account based on the fact that I told you that I'm risking less than 1%. But let's get into the trades. So this was the first trade. It was the one that made me the most money that I'm going to show you, and I'll just show you basically what I was thinking. And this is the 15-minute time frame on the pound dollar, and the trade basically consisted of this. I entered on that purple line, and I just targeted the very tops here of the previous highs, and the stop loss was right at this bottom wick here. So if we zoom in, the stop loss was actually here. So this was close to a 10R trade, and I had actually risked only $75, and I think I closed out at an average of about 8R. So I made, I think, $600 roughly. And the reason I entered was basically you can see this big engulfing candle here. And so that's kind of a trend reversal here. And this is obviously a pullback here. So the second I saw a sweep of this low here, so if I circle this guy, these two lows here was obviously a base. It swept below, got some stops out, and then the momentum shift quite clearly this way, right? So I looked at it and I saw it right around here, and I said that's not a very good time to enter. It's a bit risky. My stop would have been really wide. So what I did is I waited for this retest of this white candle right there. And I pretty much nailed it exactly, and then we got out just shy of where it peaked off and started coming back down. So again, we're on the 15-minute time frame. This time this is Swissy with the yen, and this was basically the trade. Very similar idea. We saw this dump down here, and we came back and retested it, and I was really thinking that this was again just going to be another fake out, and then we come back down, but it didn't work out too well for me. So again, on a retest, a not as good retest obviously, I had entered kind of on a market entry there, and I was targeting this demand zone here because that's an untested area quite clearly, right? So I was going for the bottom of that, right? But it just kind of wicked us out, and I had lost $125 on this trade, so it's not a big deal when you make 600 on the previous trade. Euro NZD, this trade is on the 5-minute, and I actually sent this out in a signal on my live stream. Same with the next trade I'm going to show you here. It's a 5-minute, so it was very fast. Similar ideas in that we're retesting these lows. We're doing a bunch of little wicks down here, and then a reversal back out of this consolidation range. The second we retest this consolidation range, which I actually entered a little bit higher here. I entered again on this supply zone here after it retested, or that demand zone, and a stop right outside. And we had targeted the absolute tops here for, I think it was about a 2-hour trade, something like that. And I just almost got stopped out, but that was a nice chunk of change. I think I made about $150 on that one. NZD CAD, similar idea. It was another scalp trade. We're getting these bottoming patterns on that low here. The second we started breaking out of this consolidation, that's when I said I wanted to enter. I entered on a retest, and I targeted those tops again. Exact same trade, just on a different pair, and I sent this also out on my live stream, so watch the live stream if you want to see things like this. This was another 2-hour trade, another $150. So there you see it, some of the trades I had took. It's not all of them, obviously there's quite a bit more. I had maybe taken 10 trades that day. This is on my scalping account, and I have roughly 70% win rate with this account. That means I made money 70% of the time and lost money 30% of the time. And on average, I'm making about 3 times as much when I do win. So it's safe to say that this is the most consistent methods that I have is on my scalping, and my swing trades are much more slow paced. So this is going to be my main money. Now, I know a lot of people say that Forex takes years to master, and I'm basically here to tell you that it's not that difficult. There's a lot of conflicting information online, and that's going to be the problem, is because you're going to be confused and you're not going to know what to do. However, I was able to prove that years of practice theory wrong. I was able to master Forex in under a year, and now I'm making more than a doctor just because of the strict methods that I follow for myself. Just as an end note, I wanted to say to not follow these gurus' advices and stuff on YouTube unless you want to end up like them, not making money and trying to sell courses for methods that don't work just to make ends meet. I'm doing this as a hobby, so I'm not really asking for your money. All I would like is you can hit the subscribe button, follow along. I'm going to give lots of free information, and join the Discord in the link below.